I started thinking about was lowering the bar on what it is I needed to do every day. So when I'm here in New Jersey or in Florida, I get up at 4 o'clock. I drink 12 ounces of water. I meditate, I journal, read scripture, write in my diary, and then I scoot off to the gym. That didn't happen for 15, 18, 20 days in a row, and all of a sudden I felt very uncomfortable. So I lowered the bar and I said, okay, well, why don't you just at least get up, get some water, go down to the lobby of the hotel, have coffee, and journal. That's all I did. I didn't go to the gym. I did read scripture, but I eliminated a couple of things just so I still had a little bit of a routine. I would get up at 5 o'clock and do that. And that really helped me start to get back into where I wanted to end up.
Well, I also think we kind of created different expectations for each day in terms of the categories that we focus on, health and wellness, communication, relationship, spouse-partner relationship, all of those categories or pillars that we focus on. We created new expectations. We did start challenging each other because in Manhattan, as you know, you can walk. And, we were getting 20,000 to 25,000 steps a day on most days. So instead of it being, I went to the gym, I did a fitness class or a boot camp, or I rode the bike, or I walked 10 miles, or whatever it was, we started measuring things that were measurable.
Right.
And that was important to us. So if you find yourself that you get kind of kicked off your routine, give yourself some grace, give a couple of days, try to figure something else out. But there's always something you can do. There's always something you can measure. There's always 5 or 10 minutes that you can pull back for yourself. And I say always, maybe it's not always, but most times.
So we started, the next thing we did is we just started our day with a walk. I mean, I did my little stuff before that, but Jody and I would leave the hotel at the same time to go to the hospital, and we'd stop halfway to get coffee for whoever was there. If Jen slept over, or if I slept over there, you'd bring coffee for me. And that became a little bit of a different routine, and it gave us a little bit of structure around a very difficult time in our lives. And, we don't wish this on anyone, but we all will find ourselves once in a while just in a bad place, and we lose our routine, but you don't want to lose it for too long. So we started to build it back, and one thing was that morning walk, which was great, and just have some other things that we could do to repeat on top of that.
Right. We would carve out time for not just a cup of coffee. If one of us stayed over in the hotel, we would have that cup of coffee with Markham in his room. And then when someone else would come, we would excuse ourselves for 5, 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes if it was available. And if there was enough coverage going in and out, to make sure we were still connecting as part of our routine. How are you doing? Where are you today? How much energy do you have? Where can I help you? And I think that helped build back some normalcy in our day.
Yeah, the other thing that we did, this was kind of fascinating. We were staying in a couple different hotels, but we were between Park Avenue, 61st Street, 69th Street, and York, where the hospital was. So that's just a quadrant, and we explored that area. I mean, we had Madison. What are some other fun streets?
Lexington,
Madison.
First, Second, Third.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. We found good places to eat. So instead of comparing it to our home, we just compared it to itself. We felt like members of the community. We became friends with the wash and fold guy, the coffee shops, the lunch places. We shared our story about Markham, which became a new routine for us. And the amazing thing was we met so many amazing human beings that gave us back kindness, gratitude, joy, and love that we weren't getting because we were in a whole new place.
And I think we were in dire straits. We were losing our oldest son, and he was losing his battle with cancer.